Welcome back. It's another SMA social media automation tutorial. In this video, we're going to be going over how to grow your Instagram account with social media automation organically so you don't lose reach, engagement, or even worse, get blocked or shadow banned. I'm gonna be giving a brief overview of social media automation. I'm gonna let you know what I mean by growing an account organically with social media automation, and then we're gonna get right in there and I'm gonna show you one of my setups I use to grow an Instagram account. Let's get started. So what do I mean by growing an account organically on social media automation? What does that mean? It sounds counterintuitive. Well, this is an incredibly important video because if you Google social media automation, if you Google Instagram bots right now, they get a bad rep. Everyone's saying don't use them. You're gonna get your engagement killed. And they're right if you do not do it the right way. And I've seen other Instagram videos, other YouTube videos showing you how to do it, and they're all wrong. They're gonna get you banned, they're gonna get your engagement killed, other things like that. So what do I mean by growing an Instagram account organically using social media automation? Is using real settings that mimic Instagram's behavior, that mimic natural Instagram behavior, so that you still maintain your reach, get more followers, and still have all the benefits of social media automation, like being able to be a human, being able to live your life, being an entrepreneur, focusing on your business while letting social media automation do all the hard work of gaining followers and increasing your brand for you. So ready? Sound good? Let's get started. If you want a more detailed overview of what is social media automation, where do I start, what program do I use? Check out my last video on this subject. It's gonna go over that in more detail, but really quickly, I'll just give you a quick rundown if you're not familiar with what is social media automation. So Instagram bots or social media automation is simply a program that acts on your behalf. It's gonna like, follow, comment. The program is gonna do whatever you tell it to do. So you have to put in your password, your username, but after that, it does what you tell it to do. Simple as that. So instead of you sitting on your phone, liking, comment, following, all this stuff all day, it's gonna do it for you automatically. And so I know I said we're gonna get started, but one more thing, if you find this information at all useful, if this helps you in any way, please give a subscribe and a like. I really appreciate it. I love doing this video for you. One more thing. Oh my God, I feel like I'm saying one more thing and let's get started a bunch of times. But if you have any questions on social media automation, follow me at BobbyBots on Instagram. I answer all of my DMs. I genuinely want to help you guys get your shit seen, get your content seen, because you guys have amazing, beautiful, gorgeous content, but Instagram keeps hiding it for some reason. It keeps pushing you down the algorithm. So let's take a deep dive into this. Let's get started. Let's beat Instagram's algorithm together and start setting up an account organically on social media automation. And if you want to try Jarvee for yourself, I left a link to a free 7-day trial below. Give it a click. I am not in any way associated with Jarvee, but it is an affiliate link, so you will be helping your boy out. Take a check. Take a look below, see if it's for you. There it is. Now here we are in Jarvee. Like I said before, Jarvee is the program I will be using for this tutorial. Now you could use any social media automation program, Follow Liker, Insta, these will apply to all of them, but Jarvee is the one that I like to use the most. Once again, free 7-day trial below, give that a click, give this a try. Now, the first thing you do when you set up your account to reach more followers, to start growing organically, the first thing you need to make sure you do is use a very expensive, strong proxy. Now, what is a proxy? Like I said before, this account is pretending or is acting as your Instagram account. So for all Instagram knows, you are on your phone doing all of these actions. And like your phone has an IP address. Your phone has a location. All phones, all computers have locations. So proxies are things that you get. That act as that location. So they act as your computer and they act as your phone. So you can do all these options through that. Now, if you want my resource where I get my proxies from, comment I want in below, and I will send you a private DM of where I get all of my proxies from, my strong proxies from. So first step, do not use cheap proxies because cheap proxies get shadow banned, cheap proxies get reused, they're no good. Do not, any proxy that costs $1 or less, do not use. We've set up our account, we have a strong proxy. On mine, I don't have any proxy on this one just because I have few accounts on this program right now, so I can do that. So step 1, strong proxy. Now let's go into my account. Step 2 is when our program runs. So remember, the trick to growing an account organically with social media automation is tricking Instagram into thinking there's a real user behind here. So look at my settings right here. 5 to 10, I'm following 5 to 10 people every 5 to 10 minutes with 30 seconds in between following 5 to 10 people. It's very clear, it's doing exactly what I tell it to do. Now it's doing that at intervals during the day, just like I would do as a normal person, because I might follow 10 people from 7 a.m. to 11, and then I might follow another 10 to 20, from 1 to 5, and then I might follow 50 people from 5 to 11, and it's gonna take all of these intervals to do these actions, and then make sure you press this button right here that will randomize all of these intervals to really keep Instagram on their toes. So that's the first step, that's the second step. Strong proxy, number 1. Number 2, intervals during the day. And then number 3 is when you first get your account. This is a big mistake a lot of people make. When you first get your account on social media automation, you need to make sure you're following only 50 to 100 people, okay? So here's what I have mine set to. 100 to 200 people per day with an increase of 50 followers until it reaches 450 followers per day. Do not go over 450 followers per day. You want to be real. You want real growth at the end of the day. Instagram knows you're a bot if you're following 600 people, 600 to 8 people. I see people do 1,000 people every single day. Instagram's going to know you're a bot. You're going to get blocked. Keep it to 450. All right. So that's number 1, and number 2, number 1, strong proxies. Number 2, intervals, and only follow a certain amount of people, only follow 450 and work your way up to that. And step number 3, the quality of your followers. Now here's something a lot of people do not know. When you make a post on Instagram, Instagram is going to show that post to a sample size of your audience. So let's say you have 1,000 followers, right? And it's going to show, so you're making a post and it's going to show that to maybe 25 to 50 of your followers. And if nobody likes that photo of that sample size, that 25 to 50 followers, it is not going to show that photo to the rest of your audience. Instagram's algorithm says, hey, this is shit, it's getting no likes, it's getting no comments. We do not want to show this to more people. So how do you counter that? You counter that by only using social media automation to find people that literally want to follow you back. And some of the ways you can do that, some of the ways you can filter that are by skipping non-English users, unless you're in a foreign country. We do not want to follow people from China, India, especially if you're a girl. You do not want followers from these countries because these followers oftentimes have, they're following 6,000 people and have 5,000 followers. You're gonna get, you do not want those ghost followers on your account. You want to skip any user that has a profile image. That's explanatory. You do not want ghost followers. They have to have a minimum number of posts, 10 posts. You want to do something like users not following this account, skip followers. You want to skip all private users, they're private for a reason. You want to skip all business accounts, and then both males and females. Now, if you're a female fitness account, vegan account, something like that, highly recommend if you're a female that you check this female button because you're gonna get less spam followers, more real followers. Now, one more crucial option you need to make sure that you are not getting ghost followers, that you're getting real followers, is the follow ratio. Okay, so we want a follow ratio. We want them to be following. We want them to have more followers than they're following. It's the safest way to cut down on ghost followers. Safest way to do it. All right, so after that, we want to make sure we're doing as little actions as possible. So I have my account set to like between 1 to 2 of their photos. As soon as they follow me back, I'm going to be liking 1 to 2 of their photos just to keep them engaged. Now we're going to be doing the same exact thing for unfollow, the same settings for unfollow. We want to be following and unfollowing the same amount so our feed stays consistent. Liking, if I'm doing likes on here, as well as doing likes after follows. So remember, I have this liking 1 to 2 posts after somebody follows me back. and I'm also doing likes on top of that, maybe 200 likes per day, that's 300, 400 likes per day. That's an instant red flag to Instagram. So stay safe on likes. I only use likes to like my own followers' content to make sure they're staying engaged, which is a really powerful tactic in itself. Never do comments. And then something I also do is save posts. So you're gonna wanna go to save posts, and you're gonna wanna save 1 to 2 posts every 30 minutes. I save about 60 posts per day of my followers, so that way Instagram knows this person's a real person. He's out here saving posts. Why would somebody randomly save posts? Why would a bot save posts? It doesn't make any sense. Same thing for story views. You want to be viewing your followers. So for example, I have it right here. Sources, I'm viewing 50 to 100 of my own followers' stories every day. So they're going through their stories and they're saying, oh, Bobby Bot's on my story. This guy's cool, he's looking at my stuff, I'm gonna reciprocate the love. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And it seems simple, but it is necessary, and not a lot of people do it because when it comes to social media automation, people get greedy. All right, that's it. Let's do a quick overview of what I just went through. So the first thing I did to make sure that my account does not get shadow banned, blocked, or I do not lose engagement through social media automation is I use a strong proxy. Instagram sniffs out crappy, cheap proxies, and a lot of times when you buy proxies, they're reused and they've been used on spam accounts before and people sell them back to you. That's step number 1. Step number 2, make sure you're doing intervals, time intervals. So we're not, following 600 to 700 people every single day, hours, 10 a.m., to 7 p.m., every single day, same thing. Number 3 is make sure we are only following a certain amount of people. So make sure we're only following 450 to 500. That's a really safe bet because nobody does that. No actual account follows that many people every single day. The next step is to cut down on the likes, okay? So make sure you're only liking 100 to 200 likes per day on this program because it all starts to add up. Follows, unfollows, likes. It adds up and Instagram will sniff you out. It will know you're a bot and will cut your engagement. And the last thing is make sure you're giving your account human qualities, human characteristics. Not only will this help your account perform better, but it will help you get more engagement because your account will now be engaging with your followers, your real followers. Because remember, we said to target real people. That's people with a good ratio on Instagram, people who are actually interested. You might even want to try, setting a keyword, only following people with, say, the keyword entrepreneur in their bio. So make sure we're following real people, cutting down on the likes, and giving your account human actions like saves, story views, and in turn, higher engagement. Your program will perform better. You will not get sniffed out as a bot. So that's the quick overview. But the main point of this is this program or these programs do what you tell it to do. And if you're not giving it human qualities, you will get sniffed out. So if these settings do not work out for you, make your own settings, but make sure you're doing the bare minimum, okay? Because it's about a distance. It's about going the distance and you growing your Instagram rather than getting 10,000 followers in 2 months. It's about going the distance. Make sure you're using these human settings, using your own human settings if you would like, and just keeping it in mind that Instagram is watching what you're doing in the algorithm. And down the line, this will help you. So, if you have any questions on social media automation, remember you can hit me up at BobbyBots on Instagram, or you can join my Facebook group, Jarvie Community, if you do choose to use Jarvie as your program. I've started a new Facebook group where I answer questions and the community can talk back to each other and share what they've learned, what's working, what's not working. You can also email if you have any questions. Don't forget to give a subscribe and a like. Oh my God, I'm losing energy. Bring it up. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe. And remember, if you want the secret place where I get my proxies, comment "I want" in below and I will send you my proxy provider. Hopefully that helps you. All right, peace. Tell them to follow us on Instagram.
All right, last thing we want to let y'all know, we need you to follow us on Instagram at Get Your Shit Seen, at Get Your Shit Seen, because you want to get your shit seen and we want to do that for you. So see you soon.
bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance, bands in my pocket. Come and get your mans, far up my rocket. Oh, bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance.